So I did I do want to let everybody know that I'm finally caught up to date. The last video is on its way to being uploaded now onto the YouTube. So all of our videos are up to date now. Elena, I think I sent you as well on text your meditation. So
Oh, cool. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll check it out. I just got kind of free
yeah,
from my stuff. I'll
okay.
take a look. Thank you.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
and
Thank
by the
you.
way, did you find my email?
I did find it. I
Cool.
haven't had a chance yet. I wanted
Okay, we'll
to be
talk
able to
about
be
this
present
later. It's
with it.
okay.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
just for you to know, I got so excited on that day, on kind of on that Wednesday to almost 2 weeks ago. So in the evening, I did share with people that we had a session and that you had been channeling. I told that. I did not say any details. I
Oh,
said that
cool.
it's all up to you. But I said that you had been channeling. This was
Yeah.
so cool. I was so excited.
Yes, yes, it was very exciting. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so um I'm not sure that we have, well, did anybody do the process for last time, which was the wallet process? The oh, we've got Leo with his hand raised.
Okay, so I've been looking forward to this because I came up with an idea here that I've been working on that I'd like to share. This might be good for other people. I was just about to put my hand down and Christina did it for me. Thank you. So yeah, I was thinking about the whole Abraham process there with the having like I think it's like having the $100 in your wallet and you don't have to spend it, but it's the idea that it's there and you're just entering into that space of being abundant, right? Is that the idea?
Well, the
Well,
idea
then
is that you can spend it, you have it there to spend so that you can be in the knowing that I have the availability and I could buy all of these things if I wanted to because I have
right.
$100 in my pocket. Yeah.
Well, I came up with a way to take it to a next level here. Okay.
Okay.
So I was thinking to myself, well, if I have $100 in cash and I got it maybe like $100 in, in $20 bills, and I have that in my wallet, if anything happens, if it becomes lost, stolen, or damaged, then it's like I'm out $100. So I came up with this idea. I'll show you here, where if you have PayPal or Venmo, they now offer debit cards. So what
Oh,
I so what I did is I got my PayPal debit card and I can just use this to access the funds that are in the PayPal account. And then I also got one for Venmo. So I got my Venmo
Wow.
debit card so I can use that too. So if I'm at the store or whatever, or if I'm online shopping, I've got those debit cards and there's no charge to use those. It just
That was my
access
next question to you.
it
Thank you.
acts yeah,
Wow.
so it accesses the funds directly from those accounts. So
Very cool.
I was originally thinking I could use that as kind of like little backups so that if my main debit
Absolutely.
card for the credit union is lost, stolen, or damaged, I've got these backups ready to go in case I need to get groceries or they're just like kind of like little emergency funds. And then I thought, wait, I could put $50 in one, $50 in the other. There's my $100, and it's virtual. And if anything happens to these cards, then I can contact PayPal or Venmo and say, hey, can you put a freeze on my account? And by the way, can you send me new cards? Right? That way you're not out $100, but it still plays on the idea of the $100
having
in
it
your
available
wallet
for sure.
theme that Abraham has, but you're just doing it in a virtual way. So I just wanted to throw that out as an idea for people that they can use, so they don't have to have cash. They can actually just use um, debit cards instead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's a great idea.
You're
And
welcome.
I think it's a matter of just getting the concept down. And so no matter how, where you have that money accessible to you, I don't think makes that big of a difference as long as it's readily accessible. Yes, Elena.
So, Leo, first of all, thank you so very much for showing those cards. I recently thought, how come that PayPal, Venmo are offering credit cards, but they are not offering debit cards? Here we go. Listen, isn't that cool? Like, you even don't have to call customer service. You just thought about something, and somebody from the galaxy, whatever galaxy it is, it doesn't matter, our galaxy or another galaxy, somebody got my message virtually, telepathically, and had been even putting all the necessary work to get them done to show to us. So thank you so very much, lovable Leo. I love you again.
You're
for,
you're
for
welcome.
pretty much bringing an
Yeah.
example that my dreams coming true without me even moving a finger. I love that, how everything is working between all of us, kind of being in these vicinities and helping each other. It's really, really, really cool.
Yes, I
So
You're
this is
welcome.
one thing.
Yeah. You're welcome so very much. And yeah, it's just an idea to take that concept and just take it to another level if that works better for other people. So that way you don't have to worry.
Yes,
You don't have
and
to worry like, hey, I got $100 in cash in my pocket. It's like, no, I just have a couple debit cards and from those companies, and
I
they
have
have
something to
funds
say
on it.
about this too.
Yeah.
I have something to say about this too. So, number one, since the other thing, the other important point. I would encourage Leo, you know how much I love you. You know how sincerely I love you. And you know how much I cherish your knowledge of Abraham Hicks. And I do believe that you are a very knowledgeable and skilled Abrahamster. Therefore, I would encourage you to change some of the verbiage that you just said today, because I don't really want to even think that something could happen to my wallet. I don't want even to think that somebody is ever want or will be able to steal something from me, especially my wallet or especially my money. So I do want to enjoy that. And as I showed last time, if people who are here did not were not last time or did not see me showing that in my wallet I have $1 million bill and I have $300, like 3 of 100s, and then I have my cards and stuff like that, and I have my 20s and I have my something like that. Some people, especially those who love this kinesthetic touch of the money, sometimes I can be on the phone and I can take my wallet, and sometimes I can even touch those money, and it feels so good, such a good, abundant feeling that I have those money. I can use them at any point I want. And since I have them, I feel much stronger in terms of my ability to spend those money. So I think my point is that we don't want to eliminate any other possibilities. Whoever feels comfortable can carry cash, like myself. I'm comfortable carrying cash. My other point is that we want to have an opportunity to keep money, like what is the proverb? I would say the Russian version, but I'm sure that there is an English version. Like, you don't want to put eggs into the one basket. So you don't want to have all of your cash in one account. With this reason, this idea, and especially like when we all are receiving money through Venmo, through PayPal, through other things, we want to have those accounts available and money in those accounts available so we can use them in different ways. And how cool is this that right now they are offering cards? Really, you don't have to transfer money from PayPal onto your checking account and kind of. So I really, really love that. To me, it's like, oh my gosh, what an abundant way Leo just presented to us. So I don't need to even do any transfers. I just can have different cards and use them if I want to. And to me, this is really a good idea of feeling extra abundant by, oh, I have a card. I can use kind of any time, at any point, I can use my money, which are sitting in my PayPal or in my Venmo account. So that's really cool. I love that.
That is-
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Leo.
So I wanted to say something in regards to what you were just saying, Elena, is I agree, and you're right. And I want to take your idea that you just said to the next level. But before I get to that, I just want to rewind for a moment here. Using the debit cards is sort of like a virtual $100 in your wallet or your purse.
Yes.
That might be a way in for people that aren't at the place you're at yet, where you're like, hey, I have no issue with $100 on me because I'm already in that intentional space of it's all good. That might be a way in for some people to go, well, I feel better about having the cards on me, right? And they can always eventually work their way to where you're at. What I do is I actually do both. What I'll do is I'll have, say, $50 on the PayPal, $50 on the Venmo. There's my virtual 100, and I'll keep like $20 in cash on me in case something happens to the cards, like the stripe on it gets worn off and it won't swipe, or this stuff happens. I like the idea of having a backup of a backup of a backup, because that's I come from the place of being an audio engineer by trade, and that's just part of that career field. Like, you have to have the backup microphone and the cable and the just in case. So yeah, it's an option for people if they want to do that. And you can just go into your PayPal or Venmo accounts, and there should be an option there like send me the debit card, and then it comes to you within a week to 10 days or whatever it is. But yeah, just I like the concept Abraham has of the keeping abundance on you and being in that abundance mindset. But now we got like so many more options of how we can do that. So just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
think
I
it's
agree
so
with
great.
that. It's just additional ways for all of us to expand. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love that.
but in the words of Sonia, you're the one that has to feel good with it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
Like no matter what the option is,
Yes.
if it feels great for Leo or it feels great for Elena, like, it's got to feel good for you. You're
Yes.
the one that has to feel good with it. So if you feel good with it, then it's all good.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Anybody else have any comments on the wallet process that we were practicing the last couple of weeks?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
This is Jean. I haven't been here in a while.
Hi, Jean.
I wasn't here last week, but it was funny when I was a kid. My dad's passed away now, but I think maybe my dad read, I think it was originally from Napoleon Hill, that wallet thing, but he used to carry $100 in his wallet, but he always said it was in case he got arrested went to jail. So it's another spin on it, but I always thought that was funny. And as I got older and I started reading this type of thing, I've heard about that a few times, and I was like, I wonder if he read that, sometime. And he always did have $100 in his wallet.
Huh,
So I just thought that was interesting.
interesting. He already
Yeah.
had, he already had it. That's cool. Thank you for sharing. I'm not sure $100 would get you out of jail these days.
I know. Well, this was when I was a kid. It was a pretty long time ago, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So, before we move forward, I am excited to announce that our lovable Leo has come up with a 4-part series of meditations. And so we are going to be doing the first of the 4-part series of that meditation tonight. So Leo's going to be taking on the next 3 slots after this as well, because he's got a 4-part guided meditation that we get to experience with him. So I am super, super excited about that. And Leo, did you want to say anything about it before we move into that section?
Yes, I do, and I'm glad you asked, Christina. So I have been making my rounds to the other Law of Attraction meetup groups, and what I'm noticing lots of things, but the main thing I notice is it seems like people really want actionable steps towards Law of Attraction, not just concept and theory. But they don't come out and say it because I think a lot of people don't know the right questions to ask. Like they don't know that they don't know, but I can just sense it. I'm like, I think that's what people really want, are more practical, actionable steps they can take instead of just concept and theory. Because Law of Attraction, which without positive results is just concept and theory. So
Yeah.
so I figured, well, maybe what I can do is take the things that I've kind of proven work and that I kind of do on a regular basis and turn that into a series of meditations people can do so that they're actually doing what I'm actually doing. Because that's the question I don't hear anyone ask. Leo, you have all of these, wonderful manifestation stories, and they're just constant. And every time you show up to a meeting, you have a new one. How do you do it? What's your secret? What's the password? What's the secret handshake? What's the patented secret that you're doing that I'm not doing? Because I'm a big believer in studying from people that are already doing what you're doing so you can lower your learning curve, so that instead of it taking years and years to learn how to do something, maybe you can learn it in weeks or months. So that's what this meditation series is going to be. In fact, it's going to be a manifestation meditation quadrilogy.
Yo,
That's the official term
yo.
that I've come up with. And it's actually, I'm going to drop this in the chat for everybody. It's actually based on the 3-step process that I've been using for the last few years, that I keep saying it at every meeting, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people are doing it. A couple people from Elena's group commented, yeah, Leo, that thing you said, I did it and it actually worked. And I'm like, yes, that's how it should be. You're actually
What,
getting,
Leo?
you're getting the results you're going for.
Leo, if I can jump in
Yes.
about this specific comment, I think that sometimes, of course, there are different types of people, and obviously some people would take a note and write down exactly what would you say, or what sometimes you specifically advising specific people or specific person to do exactly that. And again, some people would take a note, some people wouldn't. I think what is happening right now in our groups, in all of our groups, that we even posting that in the those things or those hints or those kind of tidbits, how you call it them, into the chat. And again, it is, you're absolutely right. It is up to that person to start doing this. We can share this so many times. However, if a person is not going to use it and practice those things, they wouldn't have those results. And so it is essential, one of the biggest key, to start using all of those hints, tidbits, kind of something that they hear from any of us, from you particularly, and start using them in their everyday life until they become like their habit. Same way like it is a habit for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's really what Abraham's been saying all these decades. Like, you know,
Right.
it's like, no, you got to do the work.
Yes.
But it's like going to the gym. If you do the work, you're going to see the results.
Yes.
You know, so I put down in the chat the 3-step process there that I've been using for the last few years, that I've been test driving, experimenting with it, tweaking it. And what I found is that it consistently works. And every time I do it, I continue to keep getting those great results. So it's really simple. It's 3 steps. It's, wouldn't it be great if, I love it when that happens, and how much better can it get? So this series of meditations that I'm going to be doing over the next several meetings here is going to revolve all around that and just that. This way you'll have actual meditations you can do based on what I've actually been doing, but I'm going to go more in depth with the meditations in regards to like how I actually do it when I'm actually doing it. So so the first one.
Oh, wait a second.
Go ahead.
Let us respond to this. I think this is such a brilliant idea. I just want to use my pom-poms to this beautiful idea. I think you are genius. You are genius.
Elena,
You are
I'm not
genius. I love you, Leo.
Elena, I'm not just a pretty face. You know, sometimes I come up with these ideas.
Leo, would you repeat
Yeah.
the title
No,
again so that I
guys.
can?
You
Yeah,
know what? I wanna come to your area, kinda around Scottsdale, Phoenix, whatever, and meet with you guys. I think if we meet in person, it
well,
will be so much fun.
we'll talk about that another time because I have another idea. But anyway, I want
Of
to get
course
to
you
Christina's question here. So the name of it is, the series is going to be the Manifestation
do.
Meditation Quadrilogy.
Oh,
So instead of trilogy, it's a quadrilogy. There's going to be 4 parts.
Yeah.
So by the
even
time,
better.
yeah, so by the time we get to part 4 at the end of April there, everyone's going to have a lot of practice with this. So if you want all 4 parts, you got to come back to the meetups,
Exactly.
or you got to wait for Christina to upload it.
Yes.
So
And as you know, sometimes it takes a minute.
Listen, Leo. I wanna even expand that. Would you like to expand those in Abraham Hicks meetups about co-creation and having fun, all of this awesomeness and stuff like that? Even when even when we play virtual reality game, we still can use those meditations. I'm sure they are going to be so good. And by the time, I just envision this, by the time we finish the 4th one, there will be requests for people, can we start all over?
well, I appreciate that, but I already have plans to take it beyond this and do other stuff in the future, because it's all going to center around practical, actionable steps. That's really
I'm
what people,
sure you do.
that's really what people need, because I think people are getting the hang of the whole Abraham concept stuff. I think they're understanding what it is, but it's the actual, okay, like what do I actually do, and what is working for Leo, or for people that are successful with it? What are they doing? Hello,
Exactly.
Gail.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah. I believe at a previous meetup, Gail was having some audio issues there. So I dropped a message in the chat asking if she had that worked out yet, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, well, I am super excited to get started on this 4-part series. I'm very much looking forward to the meditation this evening. So let's see.
Since there is a little pause, may I make an announcement?
Sure.
People, I'm so happy that we already have this last Sunday. We had day savings day, and so we moved our clocks. I'm so happy that as of right now, we are on the same clock, Arizona and Washington. We don't need to calculate the time. It's the
Yes.
same time from
Yeah.
now on. How cool is that?
That is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it a lot easier. I know someone yesterday, their phone went up an hour. All of a sudden it was saying 11 when it was only 10, and they couldn't figure out why. So I knew the time had changed because she had that experience with her phone.
Yeah. And I did, by the way, make changes for the meetups kind of to even the hours.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Now, of course, we are on the same boat. I want us to be on the same boat.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Leo?
I just wanted to say one thing here before we start the meditation. And thanks for putting my hand down for me, Christina. My arm was getting tired.
Yeah.
In regards to Elena, to what you were saying, what I would be interested if people in the other law of attraction meetup groups wanted me to do these other meditations there. What I'd rather do is record them here, have them on Christina's YouTube channel, direct people to that, and then we can just go into all new stuff that we haven't even gotten to. But ideas.
Yeah.
Well, of course, there is, I mean, come on. We are kind of even living proof. To me, really, I had been, how many times I already said this in the groups, and I'm sure I will continue saying this. How many times did I say this to my friends? I had been calibrating one lady from kind of my other circle yesterday, and I told her about, I gave her some ideas about joining all of those groups. And I guided her, I showed her meetup and everything else. And I said to her, like, the best idea I can give you how the law of attraction works. And I just shared with her those stories. Like, how many times have I been thinking, well, I wish we would continue with Ask and It Is Given book club. I wish we would do this. I wish we would do this. And then how many times in my group, I told to so many people, like, listen, Rita, you would be so good at this. So why don't you become a host of Meetup doing this and this and this? And then, some people are shy. Some people kind of don't have this courage to do this. And boom, all of a sudden, Sonia showed up, and Sonia invited me kind of and guided me to come to your group. And then I met Leo, and then I met Christina. And now look how we all are making our group so abundant with so much of variety, so many opportunities for other members. It's like win-win. And I'm telling her, like, sometimes I'm thinking like, oh, I wish to do this, or I wish it would be this way. And then boom, somebody is showing up and telling like exactly what I dreamed about. And I even did not need to go and kind of do my research or do something like, even example what Lovable Leo today showed us as debit cards for PayPal and Venmo is a perfect example how it works and how wonderful it is to have all of those wonderful people who are um, doing something, sharing the ideas, or even kind of doing the work for us. Like Sonia texted me yesterday, and she said, "I believe you change your time, so I will go ahead and change time in my groups." And I thought, well, thank you so very much. You just do, you kind of by offering this, I thought that this would be my job to do, kind of to change the time on every meeting, but Sonia already had done on hers. What a great thing. Like,
Yeah.
of course, I'm grateful, I'm excited, I'm kind of raising my vibration just to think like, oh my gosh, this is so cool that Sonia is in my group, and Sonia is doing this. And then when we do it for each other, it really doesn't matter. Whoever has time, whoever kind of caught it on time to change those, we're all doing the same work. And how cool is that I can be in help for Christina, I can be in help for Leo can be in help for me, and so on. It's just kind of beautiful circle of beautiful assistance for each other,
Yeah.
helping, supporting,
Yes.
pouring more love on each other. I love that.
I do
How
too.
abundant my life is right now. Yes, Leo.
Yes, Leo.
I'm ready to meditate.
Okay.
We too. We can't wait to
All
hear your
right.
beautiful voice.
So, part one of a four-part series, Leo. We are going to ask everybody to mute your mics so that we don't have any feedback. All right, Leo, take it over.
All right. So this is the Wouldn't It Be Great If manifestation meditation. This is part one. Let us start by muting our devices. This way there are no interruptions or distractions throughout this process. Also, be sure to kindly mute your microphone. That way we can have a clean recording. And now, when you're ready, slowly, gently, and gradually, allow your eyes to close. Not forcing, but simply allowing it to happen. Feeling the seat beneath you and the floor beneath your feet. We're going to start with 3 deep cleansing breaths. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Continuing to breathe. We're going to explore the doorway opening question known as, wouldn't it be great if? Wouldn't it be great if upon waking every morning, we were excited to meet the day ahead of us? Wouldn't it be great if when inspiration strikes, we feel so motivated, we can't help but move forward? Wouldn't it be great if our intention could unfold around us in a way that is easy, effortless, and fun? Wouldn't it be great if manifesting awesomeness was our continual default mode experience? Wouldn't it be great if all of the creative components required to bring our desire from ether to earth showed up? Wouldn't it be great if abundance, prosperity, and opportunity were just part of our everyday lives? Wouldn't it be great if we didn't allow our dreams to simply remain as dreams, but instead we became the essence of the dream? And wouldn't it be great if we all claimed our natural birthright as co-creative components of an ever-expanding universe? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Feeling waves of relaxing energy moving throughout the entire body, through the limbs, every cell, every atom. If you sense resisting coming up in any part of your being, simply let it go now. We're going to do 3 more deep cleansing breaths. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale, big release. Good. Continuing to breathe. Taking a moment to give thanks for this opportunity to check in with the body and the breath, expressing gratitude and appreciation for our ability to question. Now, whenever you're ready, slowly gently and gradually bringing your attention and awareness back to this time and space. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, feeling the seat beneath you and the floor beneath your feet. You can open your eyes whenever you are ready by saying the words in your mind, wide awake, wide awake. All right, let's take a moment to soak that in.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. Yes, that was
That was so beautiful, lovable Leo. Thank you very much for guiding us.
yes, thank you so much. Yes,
You're
Leo.
welcome. Thank you. I wanted to make a comment about this in case nobody noticed. How many verses of "Wouldn't it be great if" did I do in that meditation? Did anyone notice how many there were?
No, I didn't.
At
There were
least 7.
at least 7. There was actually 8, because 2024 sums as the number 8, and in numerology, 8 is the number of accomplishment and moving things forward. Did you notice? Thank you, Jean. Did you notice how long the meditation was?
No.
I
I
timed it.
thought it
I,
was
I'm
about
imagining 8 minutes.
probably 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I timed it to be 8 minutes.
Very cool.
So what you can do with that is you can take the "Wouldn't it be great if" and then replace it with your own intentions that you want. Wouldn't it be great if I went to a job that I actually liked going to? Wouldn't that be great? So that's basically what I've been doing the last few years is essentially that, but not as deep as that meditation. It'll be, wouldn't it be great if I could just find a cool coffee mug somewhere? You know, it's just simple things like that, but I just keep practicing it until that just keeps happening. So yeah, Christina, once you get that uploaded to your YouTube channel, then people will be able to go back and practice the "Wouldn't it be great if."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten so much mileage out of that. You know, wouldn't it be great if I could find other people that are into this stuff? And, yeah, and here we are. So
Yet here we are.
Wouldn't that be great if all my friends and all my acquaintances and all those circles that I am in would be Abrahamsters, or people who are eager to learn and implement all of that great knowledge into their lives?
Yeah.
How
yeah,
cool that would
because that question, wouldn't it be great if, it opens a doorway to possibilities.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's really what it does. It's really like the first step, because if people are having difficulty getting started, I recommend just start with that. Wouldn't it be great if my intention could just manifest in a way that's easy, effortless, and fun?
Right.
Wouldn't that be great?
That
So
would be
food
awesome.
I love it.
food for thought. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely love it. All right. Well, I think we have created wonderful space to be able to get out our Abrahamster wheel to decide what chapter and process we are going to read for tonight. So I'm going to ask everybody to take a few moments and center in. And we are going to put it out there that we are going to receive the highest good, the chapter and process that is going to be the most beneficial for the highest group, for the good for the group for this evening. All right, and it looks like we are going to be reading process and chapter number 7. So let me get this pulled up here. So process 7 is going to be evaluating dreams. Chapter 7, you are standing on the leading edge of thought. Okay. Well, this is going to be fun. I wanted to ask if anyone knows that they do not want to read tonight, or if everybody's open to reading this evening, let me know.
I have. You are glowing today, Christina. I love that.
I'm glowing. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move into the chapter. As always, I have to say, this is exactly what I needed to hear tonight. And I love that how I'm going to call it, this whole chapter is kind of going general with things. It's not too specific, but it's letting you know that wherever you are and whatever you're experiencing, you can start from there, and I just absolutely love that, because as I was sharing with Leo, and as some of you know, I've been going through many body slams of experiences lately, and I've been feeling so disconnected on some levels, and this is a beautiful chapter to hear tonight. Any other thoughts on this chapter?
I just want to say thank you, because I was doing the meditation and listening along, and um, a my stepdaughter, who brings up a lot of emotion. Um, I just sent out a blessing to her,
Oh,
and it came back, and it came back that she's doing better than any of her past. That she's doing better, and that it's not for me to sacrifice, and that to feel her is actually to send sense waves of appreciation to her, which I think is more than what today's social media, today's social consciousness would do. Is that it's when you were saying the waves, the particle waves, the waves of energy, and just it was so pertinent. And yeah, I mean, if I'm doing that, I'm doing that because I'm in the midst of it. The vortex is saying, yeah.
oh, I think that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Mary, sorry. Yeah.
I'm still trying to get used to this new Zoom.
Oh,
Did everybody get a new Zoom face?
I thought it definitely has some things that are a little bit different than it was. So yeah, I've been adjusting as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I just wanted to say that it correlates a lot with what Leo was talking about prior to this.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it's just me that felt it, but I felt that, and then also allowing has been something that I have been, I should say, I've had some real challenges with, but I'm working on it. And like I said, it's been a struggle and a challenge for me because I've always been the giver. And so to turn the page and become, just allow it, has been quite a challenge. So I'm working on that. Thank you.
Yeah, I can absolutely relate to that. Thank you so much. Leo.
Okay, I got something to add here. Many moons ago, before I went down the law of attraction rabbit hole, there was a time in my life where I was experiencing a lot of physical pain. I had this pain in my neck. I couldn't move my neck. I had this pain in my back. I had shooting electrical pains going down my arms and legs. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I went to all these doctors and specialists, and they ran all these, expensive, non-conclusive tests, and they poked me and prodded me and drugged me and electrocuted me and did all these things, and nothing worked. And at one point, I was bedridden for about 2 months. I didn't get up. I didn't move. I didn't do anything. I was just in too much pain. And I just thought to myself every day, I just have to keep breathing. I just have to keep breathing. And that was like my accomplishment for the day. I just got to keep breathing. That's all I got to do. And somehow, some way, I'll figure this out. Right. That's why in the meditation, I include continuing to breathe, because that's like a little nod back to like, that's all I could do was just, wake up, open my eyes and just remember to keep breathing. But then I said a prayer. I'm not a religious person, but I'm like, hey, it can't hurt. And I said, universe, if there's a solution, show me what I have to do and I'll do it. Is zero resistance. Just show me and I'll do it. And then that week I met a chiropractor and I went to him and he did that first adjustment and the pain in my neck went away. I was like, that's amazing. And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, you haven't moved your body in about 2 months. You should probably go for massage. And then that was excruciating because, as a massage therapist, you know how much the muscle atrophy and the toxins building up in your muscles and everything. It was terrible. It was terrible. But that was my way in. That was my foot in the door. And then I met a meditation teacher and they introduced me to my Reiki teacher and they introduced me to a yoga teacher. And it was the yoga teacher that said to me, decide what you want and it will show up in your life. And that was my introduction to law of attraction. So the point I'm making about all of this is kind of what was in the text there that Abraham said about you might be in a situation you don't want to be in, right? And I was definitely in a position I did not want to be in, but there was a way out. I just couldn't see it at the time. But I opened that doorway of possibility by saying, show me.
Yeah.
Show me what I got to do and I'll do it. And I got on a program and for 6 months, my life revolved around recovery, going to the chiropractor, going for massage, going to the yoga class, going to the tea leaf reader, like whatever I had to do. I did it and I showed up and I never missed a session. I never missed a class. So that really changed me. I was a very different person back then, but that's the point I'm making in all this is going back to what Abraham is saying is you might be in a position you don't want to be in, and it's okay that you don't want it. But if you focus on how much you don't want it, then you end up creating more of the thing you don't want. And And I knew on some level that what was happening wasn't working. I'm like, well, this isn't working. I got to do something else. So at that point, I was totally open to new possibilities, and I made the recovery because I approached it with zero resistance. When I look back, I'm like really amazed. I'm like, wow, I actually did that. So yeah, holistic practitioners, you're miracle workers.
I
Uh,
think that's so amazing. Yeah. Oh.
hey, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. Come on.
Any other thoughts on this chapter?
No, but I have to just say that, Leo, did you know I was going through this? The neck pain?
All
I've
right,
been doing this.
Mary, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times I'll say things at meetings that I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I don't really need to say this. And then my intuition is like, no, go say that. And then it usually will come back in the form of Leo. That's exactly what I needed to hear. I had no idea. I honestly, I just trust my intuition. And when that speaks to me, I'm like, okay, tell the chiropractor story, or tell the manifestation story about the coffee mug or the whatever it is. I'm really just trusting my intuition. I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got pain, appointments, chiropractor's appointment, physical therapy appointment. I'm doing it all to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a
Well,
brace. And that's
yeah.
why I thought, oh my God, maybe somebody told him. But
No,
yeah.
that just happens because over the years ago, I would just kind of brush that off, like, no, no. And over the years, I've learned to trust my intuition. Like, no, I need to say that. And then more often than not, someone says to me, Leo, that's exactly what I needed to hear. So I just keep trusting my intuition and it keeps happening. Mary, what I can say about neck pain is because I've been there. I read a book years ago. You may have heard of it. It's called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And she says in the book that our bodies speak to us, and the symptoms are really the body's natural intelligence, its way of getting our attention. So I'm reading the book, and I had gone to the chiropractor and the massage therapist and all these things, and I was feeling a lot better. But then it was like I had this weird pain in my neck that wouldn't go away no matter how much work I got done. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. Maybe there's something in my life I need to address. Well, there was a person in my life that was a pain in the neck. And as soon as I got that person out of my life, the pain in my neck went away. And that's when I went, oh, my body was just speaking to me. Now, I'm not saying that's, true in your case, but I'm just saying that might be something you might want to look at. There might be some other underlying message going on in there, for you to look at.
In Louise Hay, the connection to the neck is stubbornness, stubbornness and inflexibility. The neck and the knees tend to carry that same energy. And so you can look at that could be something within yourself, or it could be something that you're experiencing around you, that is a potential creation of that experience. Yes, Leo.
Yeah, I was also going to say the neck area is the midpoint between the head and the heart. And that's why we have our throat there where we communicate. So if there's something that you're not communicating, or there's a conflict between your head and your heart, then that can show up as pain in your neck, because that's your body's way of saying, hey, you need to release that. So whatever that means for you, I'm just trusting my intuition. I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, that's why I don't have pain in my neck anymore, because I figured that out a long time ago. So really pain is your body's way of getting your attention. Like, hey, you need to pay attention to this. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, you're on mute.
I also want to say that I just put the name emotional pain chart. If you just Google it, there will be lots of images. They are very helpful to identify. I use them quite often in my practice. I'm vibrational alignment coach, helping people to release all of those negative feelings and transform them from negative to positive, and therefore allow the stream of well-being and beautiful events to come into people's life. And in fact, as a proof, yesterday I had a session with a lady who had her very first session, and she is looking for a new job because her current job is just a huge pain to her, causing huge pain to her. Like working too many hours, kind of being responsible for so many things and stuff like that. So we had long conversation before the session and then the session to release all of this. And I did point out to her to this emotional pain chart, because our emotions are having specific places in our body. And therefore, not resolved negative emotions are kind of finding a place in our body. And because of their sitting there, eventually they will cause physical pain to people. So I do use this emotional pain chart quite often with such people like I had yesterday, and help them to identify, let's say, if they have a pain in the shoulder, or if they would have a sciatica pain, you go into that chart and you find out that sciatica pain, the cause of it is, number one, if a person is judging somebody or something kind of on a constant basis, or if the person is really frightened about their financial future. So when we would work on those emotions, all of a sudden the pain is gone. And I had a client with whom who had been going to chiropractor, massage therapies for sciatica pain. And yes, it would give the relief for an hour or 2 hours, but then the pain comes back. Why? Because the emotion still had been there, which had been causing the pain. And as soon as we were able to transform the emotions, to release that, the pain in the sciatica pain just was gone. And I know for sure that this is not just me knowing this. I'm sure that Christina with her practice had been doing that. I'm sure that Leo had been that in his practice. So it's really a great thing to look for another resource.
Yeah, I never did quite bring it completely to fruition, but one of the things that I had started to do a while back, actually, Leo, based off of Louise Hay's book, I had created a body chart, and I was going to do a 3-part series, massage series called Introducing Yourself to You, introducing all of those ideas, to people, because, and it's amazing, we still need a lot more people now that understand the concepts and are familiar with it. But there are also so many people out there that still don't even know that is a thing, But yeah. Yes, Leo.
Well, that's the thing. You can't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like we live in the information age, but yet there's just so much people just not knowing. They don't, like, I had no idea But when I said that prayer, when I put that out there, the universe responded. I mean, quick. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, and then I met this person, and then I'm improving and I'm getting better, and now I can walk and da 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 da. And I'm just like, that's amazing. So when people say, oh, I don't know if I believe in this law of attraction stuff, I'm like, you don't have to believe in it. Just
Yeah.
do the work. You don't even have to believe in it. Just do the work, and you'll experience the results. Because really, that's really what's the most important, is that you're experiencing the results you're going after. So yeah. And what I can say is, when you're bedridden for 2 months, you lose a lot of strength. Whenever I see like these movies or these TV shows, or the person's been in a coma for like 10 years and then they get out of bed and they're walking around, I'm like, no. No, it's not like that at all. It's like, uh, uh I made it to the bathroom. I made it to the kitchen. It's like every day it's like an accomplishment just to do, simple things. But yeah, Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, and what was really influential on me. But Christina, I wanted to say, I really encourage you to do your multi-part series on that, because that's really needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had created the body maps and everything, and I was in the process of recreating them, and a lot of the original information that I had put down got lost, and you know how that goes sometimes. It ended up going on the back burner. But maybe it is time for me to bring some of that back out. You're right. So it I need to rethink about that.
And remember, it's not lost because it's already inside you,
Yeah, it just
and
needs. I just need to recreate it. Yeah.
you just need to what is that? Tapped in, tuned in, turned on, something like that.
Yeah.
You know. But I encourage you to do that, because I know that's important. I know it's needed, and I think people will really benefit from it.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the
You're
encouragement.
welcome. Yeah, double pom pom
Leo,
moment.
Leo, real quick,
Yeah,
is it
go ahead.
You Can Heal Your Life or
Yes.
Heal Your Body? Because she has
You
a whole bunch I'm looking
Yeah,
up right
well,
now.
the one I read was You Can Heal Your Life, by Louise Hay.
Okay.
And then she had a chart. I remember there was a chart in that book that kind of like broke down all the different like symptoms and things and how that relates to different mental and emotional issues and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's like it's like your own foretelling device. Uh, Evaluating dreams. What do we think about this, guys?
I think it's great. I think it's great because uh, dreams are a gift, you know, from your subconscious mind saying, hey, check this out. This is actually what you've been thinking about, you know? Um, and it gives you kind of like a sneak preview into the future, because what you think about, you bring about.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Pay attention to your dreams.
Yeah. I don't remember my dreams often right now. I have times in my life where they will be a lot stronger, and then I have other times in my life where I don't. Um, but this will be interesting to put the intention out there. Any other thoughts on the evaluating dreams process? Okay, so before we sign off for the evening, I do want to point out that our law of attraction groups are being posted in the chat right now. So Law of Attraction and Beyond, first Thursday of the month, and then virtual reality, co-create awesomeness, is going to be Wednesday, March 13th at 6:30. And the links are there in case anybody needs to have them as well. Yes, Leo.
I want to say congratulations to Christina for reaching 554 members on the group,
Yeah.
and for reaching $75 in donations on your pledge drive.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yay! Double pom pom.
Yay. That's very cool. Really, yay.
Yeah. Thank you.
And of course, whoever is going to show up on Wednesday, there will be lots of fun playing the game. Everything that we had been talking about today, like you can start at any point, no matter where you are. And as we all know, for our mind, it doesn't matter if the mind just seeing you doing something in your current reality, or and feeling, having this beautiful feeling, enjoying your life, or if you are just creating the image of you living in your perfect, amazing circumstances with all different details. If you can create an image and visualize that in your mind, for your mind, it doesn't matter if it is virtual or real. Mind doesn't judge that way. Mind just take it as the task. That's where we are going. That's what we need to create. So this virtual reality game is an awesome tool for anybody to shift whatever it is in your life into a better, wider, much more pleasant experience. So we are going to be living in the future on Wednesday. Come join us and see how wonderful and amazing your future is.
Yeah.
I promise it will be lots of fun.
Thank you so much. Yes, Leo.
Wanted to say two things first. Put your hand down, Leo.
I do
Want to
say-
say, yeah, so used to it. Elena's group is lots of fun. She's the quantum cheerleader. She'll be cheering you on. Double pom-poms, quadruple pom-poms. So come check it out. And Law of Attraction Beyond, I'm a co-organizer there. So if you like to color outside the lines, you might like what we do there. And in 2 weeks here on this group, I'll be doing part 2 of my 4-part series, which is going to be I love it when that happens.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's next. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Any other thoughts or last minute comments before we close out for the evening? No. All right. Well, we will be evaluating our dreams and discussing that along with our next of the series of meditations next time. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everybody.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Thank you.
Night, everyone.
Yay.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Leo. Thank you, Christina. It was a
Bye.
great meeting.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Christina.
Love you all.